it's crazy how us as humans really need tragedy sometimes to really wake us up and to recognize and realize that we've been given a very beautiful and wonderful life, and we should cherish it, and we should know that it's gonna come and go it's faster than you think, and you got to make sure, man, that you take every single situation, every single moment, man, and every single time you have with your family, your friends, man, building businesses, building legacies, etc., 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 man. The time is now. You ain't gonna be no younger.
Shut your lame ass up. I came to inspire you, not trying to hire you. God bless the hire you. Found some new energy, leaders do anything. I know you feeling me without you feeling me.
What's good? It's your boy Rob Allen ENT, man. We about to get straight into it. This is Jay Cinco actually letting y'all know and breaking down the incident that happened to him a couple of weeks ago, man. And this is him giving his account of what happened. He said the fans have been wanting it. They've been asking for it. So here it is.
Storyteller, so I'm gonna kind of try to be as on point as I can. You feel me? But all right, let's get into the story. Police, if you watching this shit is fake, my nigga. But let's get into this real life story. I'm just playing. But nah, okay, so this is what happened. This is how this night happened. So that night I was filming video. Like, I still
Fact that he can find humor in it, I like that.
got the videos on my phone, bro. I was filming videos with my mom. I had went to Compton to go see my mom and my grandma and shit. I was with my family all day, and I had just bought a new phone. So I was with them getting my new phone. My uncle had just took me to go get my phone. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna just put this like this so I don't keep looking at that. So my uncle took me to go get a new phone. So, you know, we went to T-Mobile, got a new phone and shit, whatever. You feel me? Like, we was there for like a couple hours. After that, I went to my grandma's house, chilling there for a couple hours with all my family, with my auntie, my mom, my other aunties, my uncles, my grandma. You feel me? All just chilling, having fun and shit. And I swear to God, bro, I think before I left the house that day to go to Compton, I had prayed before I left. I swear on everything I love, bro. Cause I start doing that now. I start always being like, God, just watch. Every time I go to the city, I always be like, God, just watch over me.
That was real important. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, just always know, God always hears your prayers. There's not a prayer that goes up that God doesn't hear.
So, um, so I'm with my family and shit. I'm with my family chilling. You feel me? Whatever. So after that, I go to Dom's mom's house. I go to their house. I go over there to go chill and shit, just to go see her and shit. Every time I'm in the city, I try to see her, just because I know I be out, I don't be there a lot, so I try to go see her, just make her laugh and shit. And I was going to pull up on my people anyway. My people was over there. It was all over there. So we all just sitting in the room. You feel me? It's like you all just boys. You feel me? They're like six niggas sitting in the room. We all just talking, laughing and shit. So it's about like 12 o'clock. I text my little cousin around like 15, 16, you feel me? So I text her. I see she at a party. And I see everything that's going on. I see the twerking, I see goods in there. I'm like, so I slide up, I'm like, you good? And then she texts me back like, yeah, I'm good. Woo. She like, your friends are here. I'm like, oh. So that's kind of plays into part how my friends got, but I even know, like, cause I forgot all about that shit. She just said that. She was like, oh, no. I said, you good? And she said, yeah, and I called her. I FaceTimed her. She's like, oh, your friends are here. Ooh. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, you be safe and shit. I didn't ask her what friends or nothing. I just said, oh. I said, all right, you be safe. So I'm like, head home. I'm like, cause it's like 1 o'clock. It's like 12:30ish. So it's gonna be 1. I'm like, nah, be safe. I don't know. That night was kind of crazy. I think I said like, be safe, whatever. But then I called her again. I said, she called me. She was like, Justin, I might leave. She's like, I might leave. She was like, it's older people coming to the party. Like, it's older niggas coming into the party. They, there's older niggas coming to the party and shit. Ooh. I'm finna leave. I feel uncomfortable and shit. I'm like, all right. I said, all right, let me make sure you tap in with me when you get home. You feel me? She's like, okay, I will. So I'm like, all right. Mind you, this is my cousin. Like, this is not like a regular distant cousin. Like, this is my cousin I grew up with, like, as a sister. You feel me? Like, we bonded because her dad that passed, they cousins, but they was best friends. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of bonded us so close because, you know, my dad vouches to take care of her, you know, and as a like step up to the plate type shit. So she always been around us with, like, every time we go to water park, my dad take me, King, and Emily. He gonna take her with us. You feel me? So we all grew up together and shit. So I you know, that's my little cousin. I die for my little cousin. But yeah. So she called me again and was like, Justin, can you come pick me up? Nobody's answering the phone right now. Nobody's answering the phone. So I'm like, all right, send me your location. I'm like, send me your location. She's like, okay, it's just me and my friend. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm like, where am I taking you? Ooh, whatever. So she shares her location. All right, so I seen the neighborhood it was in. I'm like, damn. I know about this neighborhood already. I already know about this neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I should. No, I know. I didn't say I didn't know. I was like, damn. I was talking to the homies. I'm like, look where she at. This where she at. And we talking about, they like, bro, I kid you guys not, bro. Everybody in that room was against me going. Like, I kid you not, bro. Everybody in that room was like, bro, don't go. Like, they talking like deeper than like, don't go. Like, they talking like, my homie said, you playing with your life, bro. Like, he like, bro, don't go to that. You know, like, nigga, he like, come on, Justin, like, be for real. You really like, bro, you know about over there, bro. Like, he like, don't go over there. He like, you playing with your life, bro. Niggas not regular no more. You know, niggas not this, niggas not that. And then everybody saying the same shit, like agreeing and shit. But I'm like, bro, so I'm supposed to leave my little cousin. I'm like, I'm not finna Uber her. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not finna Uber my little cousin at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not finna Uber her. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she's around people. She's saying she's uncomfortable. I'd rather pull up on my little cousin and make sure she's safe. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure she get in the car safe and get home safe. You know what I'm saying? So that's like kind of already my mentality. So I know I'm finna go. Everybody give me their opinion. I understand it, I respect it, but you feel me? I think that's my little cousin. You know, that's like looking at my little sister like that. I would never, you feel me? If my little sister say she and she feel uncomfortable and shit, you know, older niggas are trying to get at her, you know, I'm gonna go get you. So, I'm like, damn. So if y'all saying all this, ain't nobody gonna come with me. You feel me? Like, if y'all feel this way about this situation, ain't nobody gonna come with me. You feel me? I'm gonna go by myself. So my my homie Dom's little brother, he like, man, come on, I'm gonna come with you. I'm like, all right. He come with me, and my other cousin come with me. So he come with me, my other little cousin come with me. So we go, we driving and shit. We driving. Boom. We driving. We get to the street. Like, mind you, like, we get to the street. We finna take a left on the street. So the street that we own, I already see the street. I already seen the street. I don't know if I can say all that information. I don't really want to put no publicity on this. But I seen the street. I'm like, oh shit, this that street. I'm like, this that street right here. I'm like, I call, cause mind you, now I'm in front of it. I'm in front. Well, like the way we pulling up, I'm leading the way. So I'm in front. You feel me? Cuddy in the back. He behind my car. So we both driving 2 separate cars. So I'm finna take the left. And the party, when I take that left, the party's gonna be on my right. So it's like this. Let's say this the street. Let's say this the street, like this. It's like this. This the street I'm driving on, but the party's like right here. So it's like, you know, it's a street like here type shit. So I see the street, so I take a left. Boom, I take the left. So now I'm in the car. I'm in front still. I'm in front. You feel me? He in the back. So I'm pulling up to the party to pick her up. I'm on the phone with her already. I'm like, you know, come to the car. Where you at? She's like, I'm on the other side. The party's, mind you, when I pull up, it's a car blocking the street. So I'm like, all right. Already my instincts, I'm like, I'm close to this car too. This car is blocking the street earlier than the party. Like, the party's right here. The car blocking the street like right here. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, this car blocking the street. I'm finna, you feel me, go around. I'm like, I got my hazard lights on though. So I go around. I'm like, all right. So now, Cuddy back up first. So I'm like, we just finna bust a bitch, you feel me? So he busts a U-turn, and I'm following behind him. So we go to the end of the street, got our hazard lights on, and we sitting there waiting. We just waiting. Not, mind you, we probably ain't been there for more than 2 minutes. Like, we was there fast. Like, we knew we was trying to get in and out. I'm like, all right, come on. I'm like, come on. Boom, we busted. Boom, boom. So he pull in first, I pull in. So mind you, we at the end of the street though. We at the end of the street. Cause that's where the shit was. That's where they was already waiting for us on the corner. Cause I told them, all right, just come to the corner, we gonna get you and leave. Boom. But, so we sitting there waiting and shit, right? We waiting. Boom. So my cousin get in my front seat, then her friend get in my back seat behind my driver's seat. So I tell her, I'm like, go hop in the other car. I'm like, go hop in Cuddy car. So she get out the car. Right when she get out, she just start shooting. It's like the first two is at her, and she got hit on her leg. So the first two is at her. It's like, I guess somebody from behind me just popped out on feet or whatever. I don't even know for real. I don't know shit. I guess whatever, somebody behind me, whatever, that's who shooting. So they start shooting. Boom, boom, boom. So they shoot the girl in the leg. The shit start moving over to my car, you feel me? Like, cause mind you, she's on the side of my driver's side. Like, she's getting out the car to hop in broke car. So she gets shot, then my car start getting shot. So it was like the third shot hit me. So I'm thinking it's over, cause I'm like, that's the third shot, you feel me? It's more to come, you feel what I'm saying? So it was like 1, 2, then it was 3. Hit me right, you feel me, right in my what's the name? Boom, I got shot. And then it just keep coming, just more shots. And then it's like you could tell it was different bullets, like, cause it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like, it's coming, you feel me? Like, it's big, like, you can hear bigger glass breaking, and you just hear choo, choo, you just hear whistles and shit. So then I look in the front, somebody else shooting at my car. You feel me? But somebody just dumping on my, like, somebody just dumping at my car. I'm just like, whoa, I'm like, what the f? So I'm just like, so when the shots go off, I'm telling me and my cousin, I'm like, duck, they shooting. I'm just thinking it's out type shit, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm just like, duck type shit so you don't get hit in the, you know, boom. So we ducking, then, you know, I get shot, I'm like, whoa, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? So I started leaning on my cousin, cause now I'm seeing some more shots going to my car. So when I see they shooting from the front, I'm leaning on my cousin to block her. Like, I'm blocking, I'm like, so like the way my driver said, it's like the way I was positioned after I got shot, I was positioned like if I was to open the car for somebody. Like, if you're in the driver's seat and you're trying to open the passenger door for somebody, that's how I was leaning on her. Like, but mind you, hold on. Mind you, when we pulled up, like before all this shit happened, when we pulled up to on the end of the street, I had my car on reverse already. Because I'm like, it's a car still blocking the end of the street. You feel me? That nigga still blocking the street. So I'm like, if anything happened, I'm just gonna get my cousin, I'm gonna reverse and leave. You feel me? So the nigga shooting behind me, whatever. So I'm blocking my cousin. So when I'm blocking my cousin, I just hear all whistles going through. Like, I'm talking flying by my head, bro. Like, all you hear is whistles.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
Then I felt like something burn on my neck. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I start bleeding on my neck. So I'm like, I'm really thinking this shit over, bro. I'm really on my cousin. And I'm just trying to, like, make sure she okay, like, make sure she straight, you feel me? But she, like, laying back and shit, like, not saying nothing. So I'm like, whoa, I'm like, not crying, but I'm just in my head, I'm just, like, so fucked up. Like, I'm just trying to leave. So I'm like, I'm trying to go. I don't know, like, my adrenaline was telling me to go in reverse. I was just finna go in reverse just to hit whoever behind me gonna get hit. You feel me? But this shit shot out my 2 back tires, bro. This shit shot my 2 back tires out. My 2 back tires was flat. I could not back up. So now I'm trying to drive my car. It's not going. My car not driving. Mind you, I'm still on my cousin trying to start my car while all this shit going on. And it's like, my car wasn't even driving. Then I couldn't even go nowhere because Cuddy's in front of me. He's in front of me. And it's a car in front of him. So he can't go nowhere neither. So we just literally just sitting there stuck, bro. We literally just sitting there stuck, just having to just duck these shots, bro. We just hoping no shot hit it, you feel me? Like, that's all that's all we could do, you feel me? So we just sitting there, whatever. And then, nigga, after the shot stopped, I ain't make no move. I ain't say shit. I'm not saying nothing. I swear to God, bro, all you hear is kids screaming. Like, I'm shot. Help me. Like, bro, I'm shot my damn self. You feel me? Like, I'm thinking I'm finna die. So I drive off. My shit finally worked, bro. I'm talking after the shot stopped, bro. I'm there for like 30, 40 seconds, bro. 40 long seconds. I'm still there.
It's
My
a
car
long
not
time.
moving, bro. I'm like trying to start my shit. Then my shit go. I'm like, oh yeah, we driving. This shit going slow though, cause the two back tires is, you feel me? But this shit going slow. But I'm running lights, I'm all type of shit. I'm just going, and I'm with my cousin. I'm like Maya, Maya, I'm finna die. I love you. I'm finna die. I love you, bro. I'm like, it's over, Maya. I'm like, it's over, bro. I'm like, she's like, you okay? You okay? I'm like, Ma. I'm like, you don't gotta lie to me, bro. I'm good. I'm like, I love you. I'm finna drop you off. I'm like, I love you, bro. I'm like telling her, bro. I'm like, tell my mama I love her, bro. I'm like, just tell my family I love them. Mind you, I don't know if I didn't know I got skins. You feel me? I ain't know because it cut. It wasn't a regular skin. Like it cut me to where like you feel what I'm saying, to where I could bleed. So I'm like, I got hit in my neck. I'm like, it's over. So like I was leaking blood too. Like it wasn't no like just low skin. I was leaking blood. So I was like, whoa, like type shit. So whatever. Um, I just drive. I'm driving until I find something familiar because mind you, I got a new phone, so I don't have no contacts. I couldn't even call Cuddy, you feel me, to make sure he was okay. So she Instagram call him, and he like, yeah, pull up here. Ooh, I'm driving to find out where that's at. Then boom, I pull up there, and I get out the car. I call my mama. You feel me? I call my mama, and I was like, Mama, I love you. I just got shot. Mama, I just got shot. Mama, I love you though. And my mama just start crying. Damn, that almost made me cry. My mama just start crying and shit. You feel me? And that shit was like, it was hella like emotional, bro. Cause when I got back, I looked Don Mom in the eyes, bro, and I just couldn't even. I swear to God, bro, I couldn't say nothing to her. I swear to God, I pulled up. I only was going for like 15 minutes, so I came back 15 minutes with my car shot, but I'm shot. Like, I'm looking at her mama. I'm looking at his mama like, bro, she told me not to go. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't really.
Bro, I mean, listen, if y'all don't know now that they not playing out there, they not. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all a little PSA. You know, cause this right here, this could have been the end, man. You know what I'm saying? He sent that prayer up. He had prayer warriors on his side. He don't have no idea. He had angels. All that stuff was happening, right? So he is literally another walking, talking miracle. These things happen, man. If this is my take. I give people the benefit that they are telling the truth. So if this is his truth and this is what really happened, that's what we stick by until somebody proves something else. So a lot of people like to say, "Oh, this is fake," or "Oh, this is that," or "Oh, he's dragging it." Think about it. Just think. Would you drag it? It's not really dragging it. It's like if it just happened, it's not really dragging it. It's probably the only thing on his mind. Just imagine. Y'all heard that story. I couldn't even say nothing. That story was crazy. I'm just sitting here like, what? Like, and I've been out there around Compton. I know it's rough. All them areas out there, and just imagine it's probably 100 times worse because of everything that happened. This past couple of years, man. People are even more on the edge. Life is not going. They might not be going their way, man, and they just don't got no. They might be. They mad at the world. They might just be ready. Now I don't know if his sisters in them. Maybe that's why they was ready to leave because the dudes was probably getting crazy, right? These dudes out here, you never know. They would be like they was trying to mess with him or whatever, and they didn't want to do nothing. So niggas get mad, So they see, oh, we gonna watch. We gonna watch what car they get into, and we mad, we drunk, we high, whatever, and we gonna dump on them. Just cause, that's the type of mentality you got going on out there, man. So hey, stay out of them parties, bro. It's not. I get it. I was 15, 16, going to parties, doing all that. Look at it like, is it really worth your life? Like, there's one thing that I wouldn't do. I was young. I was I'm talking about going into the hoods of parties, just like what they did. But I had a scent when I paid attention and I went and I started as I'm pulling up to the party. If it didn't feel right, I'm not going. And you know what I'm saying? And as I pull up, shooting stars. You feel what I'm saying? This is real life. This happened. And it's just crazy. So it's like y'all gotta stay safe out there, man. Y'all gotta stay super safe out there. Stop playing with your life. I know you're young. I get it. I was young and I was doing the exact same things you was doing, man. Put myself in situations. Did it. I did it. I understand the mindset. You can't. You know what I'm saying? I walked in them shoes. But if I can get any of y'all to pay attention to the fact that that's not the way you want to live. You don't want to play Russian roulette with your life every time you go to these parties in the hood, man. Every time you go to these clubs where you know hood dudes is gonna be there, and the hood dudes, they not out here they not there for that. They there for the catching the lacking.
I forgot to mention that part, but she told me not to go. She's like, "Why? It's too late. Like, don't go." Ooh, and I'm just like, damn, like, your son is what your son. Like, I could have had your other son in danger. You feel me? It was more of like a moment. Like that shit was crazy. Like, and then it was just off the fact like, you feel me? If something would have happened to me, she would have been hurt too. You feel me? Like, it was just like, it was a hella, it was like a hella crazy like thing. Like, you feel me? And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that I took it really hard because I just felt like even when I got shot, like after it just, I don't know, like actions speak louder than words, like a lot of people checked in on me, but a lot of niggas didn't really, wasn't there when I really needed them. You feel me? Like before I got shot, bro, I was going through hella shit. You feel me? Like I was going through a lot, like depression. I was dealing with a lot of shit. You feel me? On gang, and I always like, it was always like kind of like I was always asking for help from niggas. You feel me? And niggas never wanted to help a nigga. Until I kind of like, I feel like niggas won't help until you got shit going on your own. Like until I start blowing up, nigga, they gonna tell me like, hey, bro, you good shit. But they be like, my nigga, I was asking you for help. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was asking for your support and shit. But yeah, that shit just kind of, I took that situation very hard. All right, y'all. So my fault. I forgot to I know I'm like coming out of nowhere, but I kind of had to like tell y'all this. But so the crazy part was when I told the girl to get out my car, she was sitting on the driver's seat side. So the way the bullet came through the middle of the back seat. So if she would have stayed in the car, she would have got hit in the middle of her back. You feel me? Aside from just getting hit in her leg, but she would have probably been like paralyzed, probably dead for real. That's why I was like, whoa, that shit crazy. You feel me? And I
So
want to add
everybody,
another part.
so everybody survived. Hey, man, at point blank range, baby, you gotta know God is real, baby. At point blank, if they boxed y'all in at point blank range, shooters from the front and the back, and y'all not deceased. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Oh yeah, I want to add about the
For
hospital
real,
care.
bro.
When I got shot, the way it happened was so weird. Like I got shot, my auntie came, she took me to the hospital. I got to the hospital, and it was just like, oh, I was like, I'm shot. They like, oh, only one person could go in. So it was just so slow. Like I walk in, I'm like, I just got shot, man. I'm like, she's like, where?
Oh yeah, bro. They do not care. Where was you at? Cedar Sinai. Where was you at, boy? They do not care. Where was you at? You was out there in Beverly Hills. We know them hospitals are trash. Hey, L.A. Your hospitals are garbage. You need to get some new hospitals. California, to be exact. What are y'all doing?
I'm like right here. I'm showing her where I'm bleeding, and then she just like, oh, okay, well, she just like everything was slow, bro. I literally
Yo.
got care so slow. Like
Oh my
I'm in
God.
there, whatever they IV me up. I literally had no care, no wound care. Like they didn't clean the wound, they didn't do nothing to it. I literally just
Ridiculous.
sat on the IV in the room, and then I had to ask like, hey, can y'all take the IV out? You feel me? And they're like, oh yeah, we can take you out. We can take it out. Then they start like, we're finna release you. I'm like, damn, like y'all ain't tell me shit about the bullet. You ain't tell me nothing, what to do, what not to do. You ain't tell me come back in a couple days. Like you ain't tell me nothing, bro. I literally just went in there and left.
Yo.
Like literally, bro. I literally did nothing there. Nothing. They didn't give me shit. I just wanted to add that part though. I'm flipping right back to the video.
What?
I did. Cause it's like, damn, I talked to these people in a long time. And these
What? Hey, bro. L Hospital in the chat. L Hospital in the chat, bro.
Like,
Are you kidding me?
But
That's
I
crazy.
just let shit go now. I just kind of accept things for what it is, and I just keep shit pushing. I just know like I gotta work very hard because I could have lost my life that night. you know, and what would I have to have my, you know, and what would I have to leave for my mama and my family? I wouldn't have had nothing. You feel me? For real. Aside from some money, you know, but that's not life changing money. That's some okay, you straight, but that's not life changing money. But yeah, bro. So yeah, that's the story, bro. I hope I told that story good.
Nah,
I
you
don't know if
did.
I told the story good. I really can't, like, I don't know. My mind kind of went
Nah,
blank
you did.
throughout that night, throughout them like moments in that night. Um, yeah. So I hope I told that story good, bro. But we
That was crazy, bro.
just gonna keep from here on out, bro. We just gonna keep shit positive. We ain't gonna we gonna be have fun with this shit, bro. I feel like I was letting I feel like I was withholding myself because I'm not trying to hurt people's feelings and shit. But I feel like a lot of people hurt my feelings without, you know, accommodating my feelings. So we just gonna turn up with this. To, like, always try to be the good guy, and that ends up hurting me in the long run. You feel me? So
It's crazy how us as humans really need tragedy sometimes to really wake us up and to recognize and realize that we've been given a very beautiful and wonderful life, and we should cherish it, and we should know that it's gonna come and go it's faster than you think. And you got to make sure, man, that you take every single situation, every single moment, man, and every single time you have with your family, your friends, man, building businesses, building legacies, etc., 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 man. The time is now. You ain't gonna be no younger.
Shut your lame ass up. Every single song I put out bangs. This is how we create what we say. They mad cause I let my nuts hang low to the flow like I'm trying to ball. Let go.
Your early 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. Those are the best years of your life. You might well go ahead and take full advantage of it.
Every single song I put out bangs.